Some umbrellas there. Has the King taken some of that British rain with him?
He has indeed, Jane. Yes, it wasn't just for us. And it wasn't just rain, actually. Up in Sweden, we've had record-breaking snow depths so early in the season as well. But yeah, wet and windy across France as well, and much cooler. Here it is. This is the weather front that went through southern and eastern parts yesterday evening and overnight. Of course, previously it had given over 6 inches of rain since Monday night across parts of Cumbria and Snowdonia, the wettest parts of those areas indeed. So we are going to see more rain again through part 2 of our weekend. It's uncertain timing-wise and if it'll get to southern and eastern areas, but temperatures have picked up a bit because it's warmer air, it's dragging in the southwesterly wind, but it will give particularly northern and western parts of the UK, Scotland, Northern Ireland, western parts of England and Wales, a lot more wind and rain through Sunday. And then after that, it turns more showery once again. Jane, autumn's here.
Isn't it? All right, Helen, thank you ever so much.
Good afternoon. Last night's very wet and windy weather left a legacy of cloud first thing this morning, so we woke up to rather grey skies, but fairly quickly that cloud rolled away, and this is a really good example of that cloud disappearing and that blue sky arriving almost in a straight line.
Now, a weather warning of sorts as autumn approaches. Beware the deer. Over the next few months, it's rutting season when stags often violently clash their antlers with others in an attempt to attract female deer. These ones in Richmond Park, I have to say, are relatively well behaved. But a serious point is being made from the parks about being careful, particularly with dogs. Some people have been injured. Here's the weather now with Chris Page.
Hello there. Very good evening to you. The last 24 hours has really felt like autumn. Yesterday we saw the wet and windy side to autumn. Today the cooler, fresher start first thing this morning. Yes, there was some shallow mist and fog in places, but after a bright start, heavy and at times thundery showers gradually began to develop. This ridge of high pressure building in across the British Isles, so a fairly quiet and fine weekend to come. But you'll notice waiting in the wings this deep area of low pressure. This will be the remnants of ex-Hurricane Nigel. It's not going to impact us directly, in fact taking something wetter to the north of the country, but it allows them this warmth to be dragged up from the near tropics as well. So a lot of dry, fine and settled weather, sunny spells through the weekend and just a smidge warmer on Sunday. That's it from me. Bye-bye.
Hi, Sophie. Well, we've had quite an unsettled day today. Some strong winds across Scotland and Northern Ireland with some persistent outbreaks of rain. But for England and Wales, it's been a day of sunny spells and passing showers.
Before a look at tonight's weather, a look at last night's, because you may have heard the wind and rain which left some very big puddles, as you can see, in and around London. The fire brigade says it was called out numerous times as some roads appeared more like rivers. Wow, so let's get a look at tonight's weather with Chris. Anything like that we can expect for tonight, Chris?
No, it's not going to be as widespread. I don't think it will be as heavy, but for some eastern areas, I do have a few concerns, Assad. I'll take you through that. OK, well, today we've seen plenty of showers and thunderstorms, dark skies over Woolwich. You can see Canary Wharf there in the background as one of these storms work through, because it looks like we will see another change coming through for Sunday. We're going to see an area of low pressure start to move its way in. Now, there's a question mark about how far that gets in towards us, because we've got high pressure over the near continent. And really, over the next several days, it's going to be a battle between the wet weather moving in from the west and that drier weather trying to keep things at bay.
Good evening. The rather autumnal weather picture will continue for the end of the working week as well. We've had more heavy rain or heavy showers today. The showers continue as we go through the night.
It's been biblical. I'm guessing there's more, right?
There's going to be a little more rain to come as we head through the next few days. In fact, there was a fair amount of rain last night. Remember, I told you about that weather warning which is in place across the capital and much of the southeast. In fact, these were the scenes last night. This is North London, where we had around 20 to 30 millimetres of rain falling, and then it also continued across South London as well, where again we saw some flash flooding in places. Thankfully, it is now receded away and things are kind of back to normal. However, we did see a fair bit of rain. So as we head through the next few days into the weekend, certainly staying quite changeable. Watch out for some colder nights, particularly tonight. Rural parts could be down into low single figures, and I wouldn't be surprised if over the next few nights there could be a touch of frost in places. But as I say, also more rain to come, and also that wind on the horizon for Sunday. So there's a little bit of good news in there. So Saturday not looking too bad, and there are signs that into next week temperatures could be sneaking back up to around 22 degrees Celsius.
OK, Alex, thank you.